It does seem surprising in a selfie-driven world like ours, where it's natural to smile to the camera, that early photography rarely featured smiles. This is due to several interesting reasons. In the early days of photography, cameras had long exposure times. Holding a smile for that long was uncomfortable, so people would opt for a more neutral or serious expression to stay still. But this technology argument applies only to the first decades of photography. A deeper reason for the lack of smiles is that photography took guidance from pre-existing customs in painting, where subjects typically had formal, dignified expressions. Smiling wasn't seen as appropriate, as portraits were meant to represent one's character or social status, besides being very expensive. Though saints might be depicted with faint smiles, wider smiles were associated with madness, silliness, and frivolity. Bad teeth is seen as another cause for close-lipped images. Many people had bad teeth and were unwilling to show them in a photograph. But when did photography switch from recording the formalized ideal of a person to registering a moment in life? In 1900, Kodak introduced the Brownie camera, putting photography into the hands of amateurs and middle class, a real revolution. Photography became affordable and easy to use, and photos were taken in fractions of a second. Kodak coined the concept of snapshot. Candid and casual photography emerged, and smiling became more common in personal photos. Kodak's marketing emphasized capturing Kodak moments, spontaneous, happy moments, often featuring smiles. This helped cement the idea that smiling in photos was ideal. Commercial photography began to encourage positive emotions with smiles representing happiness, success, and health. During and after World War II, the smile became a symbol of resilience, hope, and optimism. Photos of soldiers with their loved ones, as well as wartime propaganda, often showed smiling faces to boost morale. By the 1950s, Hollywood actors and actresses were cultural icons. Their glamorous, confident smiles in photographs and on film reinforced the association between smiling and attractiveness. The history of the smile in photography continued to evolve through the years of the pop culture until the advent of the digital cameras and smartphones, within a culture increasingly focused on personal branding and online presence. In brief, the history of the smile in photography has evolved from being a rarity in photos to an almost expected expression, reflecting broader cultural shifts toward informality, personal expression, and the desire to capture and project happiness.